Hello and welcome to DNQ Football. We're only one game in to the MSG Prime Minister's Cup 2022, the inaugural MSG Prime Minister's Cup. But what a game it was. Papua New Guinea against hosts Vanuatu's development side, so Vanuatu B, if you want to call them that. We get to see kind of the full-strength Vanuatu team in action. But this was a crazy game, a great advert for this tournament in many ways. Papua New Guinea will be pleased to walk away with a win, but I think they were probably hoping for a bit of a stronger showing. It was a very, very even game. Could it have gone either way, or is the best maybe for Vanuatu's development side would have been a draw here, realistically on the balance of play, because they didn't have that many clear-cut chances apart from two, which I will obviously get onto, which you will already kind of be aware of. A bonkers game. So it went in half-time. There were no real first-half highlights apart from the penalty decision, which went against Vanuatu for Papua New Guinea. For me, it's a close-range handball. You see them given, you see them not given. I didn't think that the arms were outside of the kind of silhouette of the body. I think it would have been harsh if you're the defending team on the end of that. You think you're hard done by that penalty decision. Yellow card was shown, but the penalty was converted very well by Daniel Joe into the keeper's right, his left. Very good penalty. They probably edged it in the first half. I think that's probably fair to say. Papua New Guinea, and then the second half was all these games become a little bit more stretched in the second half. It was a little bit more end to end, a little bit more frantic. There was a few more chances. PNG took a 2-0 lead through actually a really good piece of play. Good work down the right-hand side, an excellent cross in. The Vanuatu keeper came rushing out a little bit, but Raymond Guinea beat the defender to the header, nodded it down. It was a good goal. I think even if the keeper was on his line, it probably would have snuck past him, and it was a very good goal. And PNG seemed in control at this point, and I thought, this will probably be a boring last half hour, to be honest. I'll probably just see this game out. But they did not do that. Ati Kepo made a rash last-man challenge on the Vanuatu forward. Apologies, I don't know all the names of the Vanuatu players, not obviously seen them play in great detail, and this is the development side as well. A rash challenge, last man, Warasan could have maybe got there, but I still think it probably is a red card, and it was given as a red card. Ati Kepo sent off. Not usually playing a defensive role, far more defensive today. I think he's better further forward, kind of on the right wing. But he was more defensive today and gave away that penalty, a rash challenge, red card. And that then started to turn the tide. Good conversion of that penalty, back to 2-1. And then not long after, a ball over the top from Vanuatu was a worst case scenario. It was decent play, but a worst case scenario, it was going to be, booted into the defender out for a corner. The defender makes a horrifically rash challenge on the Vanuatu front man. It gets none of the ball, penalty given, and then the PNG players all walk off. Very bizarre. Very bizarre. They all walked off, clearly unhappy with the decision that, to me, as you know, in neutral, it was clear as day that it was a penalty. Clear as day that it was a penalty. No contact on the ball, minimal, but still contact on the player with the slide challenge. It's a penalty. Anyway, this long delay, it must have been 5 minutes, genuinely, of just waiting for the PNG players to come back. Very, very bizarre. It clearly led to some kind of confusion because the Vanuatu player then stepped up and dragged the penalty wide. So PNG really got away with one there. Someone on the PNG bench, whether it was a coach or one of the substitute players, I'm not sure, then got booked afterwards. It was all a bit of a melee of confusion. And the scoreline somehow remained 2-1. And from that point on, it was actually then PNG who had the best chance to make it 3-1 and failed to convert. Really could have been 2-2. But from the point that it was 2-0 PNG, they should have just seen that out. And I think that at least one of the come-alongs is on their way to Vanuatu to kind of bolster up this squad and bolster that defence. And I think they need that. A bit of a cooler head, a bit of a calmer head to see into their future games. Because if this was what the development team for Vanuatu can do, run them close and almost get a draw, then it'll be interesting to see what the Vanuatu A team, if that's what you want to call them, can do against PNG. But already this tournament is off to a crazy, crazy start. Not going to do match reviews of every game. that would be bonkers. But key ones like this I will do, and ones that are really enjoyable when I get to watch the whole game I will absolutely do. But if you want kind of just general updates on how it's going and who's winning, what the results are, then check out DNQ's Twitter page because we keep up to date with all the scores and all the results on there. This isn't an official OFC licensed tournament, so they won't be tweeting about it, but we will. So follow us on Twitter as well. If you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit like. That does us a huge amount of favours. Comment what you think the scoreline should have been, who you think is going to win the tournament, etc, etc, etc. And don't forget to subscribe. We love the support. We love this region. We love you all. And we'll see you next time.